walk out here when you get here, you gon' know. Downtown.
Court Conqueror 2v2, how did that go?
John and I connected for Court Conqueror, and when you're playing 2v2, it's all about builds. John brought a paint beast. He's the best big man probably we have on Team 2K TV consistently. And we drew Donovan Mitchell, Luka Doncic. John pretty much backed him down and scored almost all of our points. I managed 1 3-pointer in this one. John had 7 blocks, so when you can't score on us, it's very difficult to beat us. This was a pretty easy win for us, and it was a lot of fun.
Well, listen.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome to Philadelphia, the birthplace of America. The downtown skyline shining brilliantly tonight. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. And on tap tonight is the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Philadelphia 76ers here in Wells Fargo Center. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thanks.
Good idea. Thank you, D.A. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Sexton and Okoro are your wingmen. Mobley and Allen, the 2 big men inside. And it's Rubio in at the guard position. And for Philadelphia, the stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Great one out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Well, with All-Star Weekend approaching, Chris, you were selected 5 times. What's it like to be recognized as one of the league's top players?
Oh, it's a great feeling. I mean, I watched the All-Star games before I was lucky enough to be selected as one. And growing up, I'd watch that game in February, go back out into my backyard in Detroit and shoot in the snow. It's no bigger confident booster than being named an NBA All-Star.
Well, Greg, we just saw it. MP is going to be making a trip to the All-Star Weekend as he's playing in the Rising Stars Challenge.
And what an opportunity for him to show the world what he's got, playing alongside the premier young talent of the NBA.
Sexton attacking. Got a piece of it. Green deciding where to go with it. Here's the great one, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Sexton. Makes it off the glass.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
And there's the try. Another shot. There's Embiid. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Okoro with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Passes it to Sexton. And yes, it's good. Sexton's got his second bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And stolen by Sexton. Now Cleveland moving it up. And Rubio kicks to Okoro. Now here's Sexton. Defense right on him. Going inside. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss. And you talk to Simmons' teammates, he sets the tone. He's vocal, and he leads by example.
Throws it up high.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitting.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Sexton, and the rejection by Embiid. Pass to Simmons. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's the great one.
That's not what I was expecting.
Me either. I don't think anybody was. Even he didn't know what he was going to pull off on that one. Spectacular.
And that fired his guys up, no question. Love seeing that.
Here's Sexton. It's blocked.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter. Settling for shots. He'd be better off passing them.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Getting off the ground fast. Embiid is an absolute animal when it comes to hammering it home.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Allen outside. Outside, Sexton. From 10 feet out, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 6. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Here's the great one. Coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. 5 to shoot. Takes it inside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. That's 10 points for the great one. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
But the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Markkanen passes to Love. He dishes it to Rubio. Kicks to Markkanen. Now the pass to Love. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. 1:36 left here in the first quarter. He takes it in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Wade passes to Love. He kicks it to Markkanen. Pass to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Over Maxey. And that one hits back iron. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Philadelphia. Timeout called, Cleveland. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Here's the great one. He's got 15. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Thybulle. Misses off the left iron.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Rubio outside. Love kicks to Rubio. Will it go? And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And the wins haven't always come easy early in his career. But Collin Sexton keeping a patient approach.
I know that I have to continue to work, continue to get better each day, and I'm just continuing to be the best me I can be. That's it.
Right, you can see the work he's putting in. His completely new group here for Philadelphia. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Allen, no good on the free throw. And Chris, if you were playing today, which coach would you most want to play for?
There's so many great coaches in this league. Kevin, I would hope they have the template of letting their guys get out and go. In a fast-paced system. I want to play for a coach that played this game before. I want to play for a coach that really had that great attitude in the locker room, one that fostered chemistry. So many great coaches. I'm sure it's a lot of them that fit that criteria.
Front court filled in by Green at 3 and Harris at the 4. Ben Simmons is out there with the great one, and it's Embiid in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Thunder put on a show. He added 33 points, and his percentage was impressive, making a number of his free throws and field goal attempts. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Here's Markkanen after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Markkanen kicks to Okoro. Driving in. Got a hand on it. Tries again.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's the great one. Defended by Sexton. Here's the great one. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
The 76ers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Merrill's checked in. That's good from the great one. The Cavaliers trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Sexton, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And he is just an explosive athlete. Sexton not at all fazed by the contact.
Here's the great one, defended by Allen. And Embiid throws it down.
He just powers that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Cleveland's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Now, here's Mobley. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. To the paint. Allen trying to break free. Mobley misses. For the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Thunder. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Embiid throws it down.
I love the activity. He's doing whatever he can to keep plays alive. I mean, he's getting rewarded for it right there.
And so, Sexton will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 14-point game. They double him with Simmons. Simmons against Sexton. To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
And that concludes the first half. 76ers ahead. They lead by 12. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
On the court for Cleveland, Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside. Sexton and Okoro are your wingmen. And it's Rubio in at point. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
The 76ers leading by 10.
And a memory I have of Colin Sexton at Alabama. How about he scored? In a game where the Tide only had 3 players on the court down the stretch. Young fella was undaunted.
Pass to Okoro. Here he goes. And that one is good.
Isaac Okoro.
And here is Simmons. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And in that game with only 3 players, Sexton almost led them to a comeback break. In fact, they actually cut a 14-point lead down to 3.
And that tells you about Sexton's mindset. He was not prepared to let them lose, even under the toughest scenario you can imagine.
Sexton's shot is good.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Here's Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jared Allen.
And look at that, the massive size of Embiid. He uses it well to cause problems for the defense.
Last season, Embiid posted career highs as a scorer. And Greg, he did it with unbelievable efficiency.
And how about hovering around that coveted 50-40-90 club? What's amazing is how comfortable he looks. The defense is never able to speed him up.
And that one misses.
And when you bring up the process to Embiid, he just says it's an ongoing thing.
Yeah, he's explained it a few times. I mean, it's a process from making the playoffs, then another one for the conference finals, then another one just to go to the finals. And that doesn't even have you winning a ring yet.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Green. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons.
And the Hakeem Olajuwon comparisons are just somewhat legitimate. I mean, Embiid's skill set and size is something you don't see very often.
Love draws the double. Here's Rubio. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Rubio's got his first points of the game.
It hasn't taken them any time to find their rhythm in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field already.
Here's the great one, defended by Sexton. To Thybulle. The Cavaliers pull it in. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After making the finals 4 straight years from 2015 to 2018, there have been some lean years lately for the Cavaliers. Over the last 3 seasons, they've only won a couple more games than they did in a single season, the title season of 2016. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff says the losing is tough on everybody, but I look forward to the journey ahead. Kevin, back to you.
What do they say, D.A.? The journey is the reward. Thanks. And Thybulle sends it back. Here's the great one, defended by Sexton, driving to the basket.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Knocked loose and stolen by Thybulle. Here's the great one. 22 points for him. In the corner, it's Harris. 6 to shoot. There's the dish to Embiid. It's good. Embiid's got 11 points.
Works so hard in these sets. I love how determined Embiid is to get wide open after setting the pick.
To the inside. Here's Wade. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Colin Sexton.
Sexton's got 5 assists tonight.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
The 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And it's Shake. Great one out there with Green. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And Markkanen out of Finland, Greg, was one of the hot names in free agency this last summer.
And surprisingly, didn't get an extension before the season. Just hard to find 7-footers that can shoot like Markkanen. You knew at least a few teams would try and lure him away.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Markkanen, a deadly outside shooter, improved his ability also to attack the rim.
Oh, yeah, Greg. Markkanen can be more than just a shooter. He's best when he doesn't settle for contested shots. I like him attacking the defense when they close out too hard. Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one every time.
Here's the great one. They kick it out to Green. Buries the long-range jumper. And the 76ers lead by 13.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
And that would have been a big 3 if he drained it, answering back for the triple at the other end.
Here's the great one. Oh! Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
Wow. He's a brave man. You're risking life and limb trying to move like that.
He couldn't pass it up though, right? Letting it all go.
Yeah, and that's devastating to the defense. He flat out owned them there.
And the foul called on Danny Green. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
your Sixers, Nancy. Your Sixers, Nancy.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Harris comes in for Hill. Okoro, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Six on the shot clock. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Harris.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And there's the pass to the great one. Embiid trying to break loose. And the shot drops as they pick up 2 points from the great one.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Down low to end the run, and the layup good by Sexton.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Here's Embiid. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Rubio outside. Lined up there for Allen. And stolen by Simmons. Here's the great one. And then jammed down. It goes right over Colin Sexton.
Oh, the quick hands of Simmons. He's great at realizing when to risk going after steal.
Rubio, the pass to Allen. Outside, Sexton. Embiid with the steal. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Here's the great one. Look at that.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Sexton. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 4 assists in the game.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere. Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And Rubio kicks to Allen. Back to Rubio. Pass to Okoro. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's the drop. Oh!
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
The Cavaliers trail by 21. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Over Harris. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing, not giving them an inch of space out there.
Yeah, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Free throw good, Sexton.
And that's one of those guys who just tends to live at the line. Sexton's working hard to improve his consistency there.
And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it. Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for George Niang. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Ben Simmons in for Shake Milton. The Cavaliers trail by 18. 1:44 left in the fourth. Here's Okoro, and it's sent back by Drummond.
He knows he has to be their defensive anchor. I mean, when Drummond hustles on this end, he can get these blocks.
Allen's shot is off. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Starting with the 2021 season, the G League welcomed the Ignite team. A few top prospects to join it. Skip college. Chris, how do you like that?
You know, I think it's good. I mean, getting 17, 18-year-olds into pro ball, when you really know that's where they want to end up. The grueling schedule is a huge adjustment. The physical aspect, eating right, working out, time management, I think it's a great step to help prepare for this tough league we call the NBA.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. We really got to give it up here for Philadelphia.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was.
For the great one.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that sealed the deal.
Cleveland with the ball. Passes it to Fall. Inside, here's Valentine. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Merrill passes to Osman. Valentine wide open, he fires, hits the three-point bomb.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. That's a shame.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Here's Osman. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.
All right, y'all, how we doing today?
Hey, man, major props on making the Rising Stars Challenge.
Thanks, John.
And what does it mean to you and your team to earn this honor?
Man, it's big, and it says a lot about the guys I've worked with, how far they've helped me come in this short time that I've been here, and at this level, you need a great team around you to succeed, and I've got that. So I'll be looking forward to going out there and putting on a show for those guys.
Speaking of superstars, Jalen Rose told me recently that All-Star Weekend is like the biggest party in all of sports. How much are you looking forward to the hoopla surrounding the games?
You know I love hoopla, John.
It's true. Man, you're one of the biggest Hoopla fans I know.
Look, no doubt, I like to get in there and mix it up. See and be seen. Look fresh, act fresh, be fresh. That's my motto.
Oh, come on, man. You have to put that on a T-shirt.
Look, act, be. Yo, hey, I kind of like that. Could be something that I see you, John. Good looking out. All right, I'm good. Thank you, guys.
Chemist, Bojack, G.I. back to that one way. Where we at with it? 227. Let's get it. I'm making short-term goals, make the turn pros. Thought it was a diamond in the rough, just a lump of coal. Little Joseph, he up the nose for his roll and them buffaloes. Custos, running through them, how you love it knows. Never told none of my bros, I be on the road, ducking patrol, coming through the toes, trying to keep it low. But Lord knows I need to shoot through the O. On 75, set the cruise control, it's too slow. Give it to Taj, he gon' it ain't what you know, it's who you know. Every time it touch, it put me right back in the Super Bowl. Though this ain't quality, that was on my mama's stove with a. I hit it with them ice chips and ramen noodle bowls.
The last time must come. Yeah, it's original.
Silly cause available free. Yeah. Hey yo, BBS is super pro. Coop ain't got no roof with those. My uncle and his partner, he got it. And lately I've been curving, but I get stupid chose. About to drop 1,000 in my. Them foreign cars on board with them. About to toss that DeLorean them. The whip, I need a space coupe and Doc dropping that DeLorean. Michael J. Fox jumping out. Michael J. Hop. Rap, rapper can't drop. Rolex say I'm on my 8 watch. Waist stop, 7 figure. Still at the stove. On my these dominoes and my Houston getting papados. My Dominicano about to. I'm just souls over the throws. Hit the county, I was in the hole with some black stones. Solid foes.
Dude, impress you, Alexis.
Brian and Danny, when it comes to compliments from Alexis, take what you can get.
I'm just kidding. I love you guys. You know that this is just all in good fun. We're just having fun here. We're racking up those W's, and we're not giving out any more T-shirts, and that is what all that matters to me.
But we want to know how you are performing out there on these events. Send us your best highlights using hashtag 2KTVWow, and you can make a future episode.
When the shot is swishy, but you want that chocolate chippy, Chips Ahoy is here for it.
All right, it's time for some more 2KTV Interactive.
As many of you know, LD2K, aka Chris, just participated in a Chips Ahoy versus Nutter Butter 3v3 tournament last week with 2K League Pros and 2K Influencers. He was the captain of Team Nutter Butter, so which team took the W?
If we all guard the paint, they can't get a noob, right? We win? Let's do it.
Was it Team Nutter Butter or Team Chips Ahoy?
Also, it's either 50-50, so you have a high percentage of getting some free VC.
That is true, that is true. Speaking of the NBA 2K League, they had their first tournament last weekend, the tip-off, and it was quite exciting. Check out some highlights. This past week...
What a view of Center City, Philadelphia. We're coming to you from the city of brotherly love. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Brian. Well, the 76ers, they've taken their play to another level. Ben Simmons said, quote, "It's just growth. It's not easy to win, especially in the playoffs, but we have a lot of talent. I believe in my ability to make this team better and help win a championship, and I think we have the pieces to do it."
Could be their year, Allie. Thanks. A bit of a rivalry matchup in this one, Clark. You think we'll see any chippy play because of it?
You know, B.A., I don't think they'll go looking to start something in this game. But you know what? I don't think they'll avoid it if things go south either. So buckle up.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum, they're the forwards. Marcus Smart out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Williams in at center, filling out the middle. And for Philadelphia, Green and Harris, the forwards. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's the great one in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Smart. Puts up a three. Sinks it from distance.
How about that dish by Schroeder? Always a good idea to get it to the open man. That's just good basketball.
Here's the great one. Defended by Smart. Now Harris. Here's the great one. Clock at 6. Here he goes. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Now here's Schroeder. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time. Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
First quarter of play, a minute in. And Danny Green gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Smart outside. Williams passes to Smart. Offline with a three.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
I think we all must acknowledge that this is a redemption year for Simmons. The Philadelphia 76ers were strongly considering trading him in the offseason, but ultimately both sides are giving it one more try. But consider this, a last chance for things to work for Simmons in Philly.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Williams finds Smart. Outside Tatum. Back to Smart. Shot clock at 5. Fires the three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Fast break, Philadelphia. Tries again. And Embiid with the lay-in.
Embiid right there to get the rebound and put it right back up. Excellent anticipation.
Here's Schroeder. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's the great one. Defended by Smart. The great one can't get it to go. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 4 to start. Tatum from long range. Counted from distance.
When Tatum is set up now, he's automatic. He wastes no time pulling the trigger.
Pass to the great one. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Embiid gets the bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Williams. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Smart for 3. It's not going to go for him. The 76ers go the other way with it. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
Here's Schroeder. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Tatum from long range. On target from range. Tatum's got 6.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increase the consistency from deep. And he's done that with a lot of lab work.
Here's the great one. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad.
I got to tell you what, safe to say that was a good-looking play from start to finish.
Here's Williams. Can't get it to drop. Oh, great D that time from Harris. And he drives in. Shot's good by the great one.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Timeout called. The Celtics. Grant, you won Rookie of the Year. You feel that a rookie wall is a real thing this time of the season?
I think it is, B.A. Now, I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but 30 games versus 82 games is a serious difference. The physicality of the NBA can also wear down a rookie.
And the 76ers with some changes. Andre Drummond is checked in for Embiid. Thibault comes in for Green. And it's Maxey in for Tobias Harris. A big group substitution here for Boston. Canner's checked in for Williams. Horford comes in for Tatum. Richardson's checked in for Smart. And Pritchard is subbed in for Schroeder. Here's Pritchard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And Brown with the stuff.
Hey, I don't think there's any excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. I mean, he's brilliant at throwing it down if the defense doesn't stop it.
To the paint. Here's Drummond. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Pass to Richardson. Canner with it to the left wing. He shoots it, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Brown's got his second basket.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Brown. Outside Richardson. Brown passes to Canner. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Richardson from deep three-point range. That shot off the mark. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. The Sixers on top, up by 5. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And one of the game's most imposing offensive rebounders. Enes Kanter says his play can have an emotional impact.
Give us an extra position, it's demoralize the opponents. And I think it gives my teammates so much confidence. Tell them, hey, shoot it with confidence. And if you miss him, I'm going to go get it for you.
Grant, you can really sense that passion Kanter brings to the game.
You really can, B.A. I mean, he puts his heart into everything he does on and off the court.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
They're showing some muscle here in the first half as well and getting a lot of their points in the paint.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Al Horford out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Juan Hernan Gomez. Then there's Josh Richardson. And it's Pritchard in at the one.
Thanks. The great one in the last game against the Cavaliers was tremendous. He had 46 points this and put in so much effort at the defensive end. Great two-way game for him. He was dominant, and they're hoping to get more of the same from him tonight. Take it away.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Now here's Kanter. Out to Horford. On the wing, Richardson. Drummond defending. The three is up. It's hauled in by the great one.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Another shot. And too long on the shot. Boston trailing. And over his career, Grant, Al Horford has continued to improve his outside shot.
I mean, he really has. He came into the league as a low block bruiser. 8 years in, he adjusted and added a three-point shot, and he has been a reliable player from outside since then.
Here's the great one. 14 points for him. Good D by Kanter.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Jacks up a three. Rebound by the 76ers. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip. Guys, I'll tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him, just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Harris comes in for Thibault. Green's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Hill in for Maxey. A big group substitution here for Boston. Williams is checked in for Kanter. Jason Tatum comes in for Horford. Smart's checked in for Richardson. And it's Schroeder in for Pritchard. Tatum with a steal. Schroeder against Hill. Here's Smart, plenty of space. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Smart's got 5 points.
You can rely on Schroeder's passing ability. He does a good job finding and setting up shooters.
Here's the great one. He's got 17. To the middle. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Schroeder. Back to Tatum. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter.
Man, I love how strong Tatum goes to the rack. When you give him room to get up, he's banging that thing.
Here's the great one with the drive.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And the 76ers making a change here. Milton is checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Brown's checked in. Schroeder finds Brown. And Danny Green gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
And Boston has possession. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Celtics out in front. They lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. The Sixers trailing. The dynamic duo of Harris and Embiid at the 4 and the 5. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's Green. And it's the great one. In a
man. Whoa! Punch, that was.
Bad intentions.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
And we're seeing teams pick up the pace, something you set the trend for in Phoenix, Grant. Why do you think that's becoming more prevalent?
Great question. I mean, in today's game, we're all about the analytics, and that has shown that you shoot a higher percentage earlier in the shot clock. So it makes sense to push the tempo and see what you can get early. You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
BA, the Boston Celtics last year had the team's worst win percentage in the last 6 seasons. The front office admitted, as constituted, they were not a championship caliber team. Now, for this proud franchise, accustomed to competing deep into the playoffs, the question becomes, how do they get back on top?
Yeah, that's a big one. Good stuff there, Allie. Thanks. Schroeder against Harris. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Harris.
You know, Schroeder was the runner-up for the six-man trophy in 2020, but he wanted an opportunity to start after coming off the bench for 2 years in OKC.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Schroeder is such a spark plug player. Clark, he succeeded in both starting and bench roles in the past.
And you know, BA, he's actually been able to excel in those roles because he's always kind of logged starters' minutes. I mean, he's just too good to keep out of the lineup.
Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in for Smart. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Simmons up top. Here's the great one. Covered by Schroeder. The great one. Oh, nice D from Schroeder. For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Pritchard. Looking for his first basket still in this one. They get it again. Good work defensively by Drummond.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
For a good passer at his position, Harris knows when to look for his teammates.
The Celtics with the lead. Canner, high post. To the inside, Pritchard. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's the great one. Give him 23. Left side, Simmons. Pass to the great one. Just 5 on the clock. Drives to the hoop. And that one is stuffed right through.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Now here's Tatum from deep. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Tatum's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Timeout called the 76ers. And the emergence of Jaylen Brown's ability to take over at the offensive end, Grant, it's been a joy to watch.
Oh, such a joy. I mean, his improvement as a ball handler may be the biggest reason. He can drive the ball either direction now, create the space he needs for his jumper, and he's no longer a turnover waiting to happen.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Thibault, he's checked in for Green. And it's Maxey in for Harris. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Richardson comes in for Schroeder. Drummond, high post. Pass to the gray one. Back to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Another day, another chance at the rim for Drummond. This is where he likes to do his best eating.
And here's Tatum. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Pritchard. Richardson finds Horford. Back to Richardson. Takes a three. The rebound by Simmons. Simmons has got 4 rebounds now.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Pass to Horford. And that one good. Horford's got his first points of the game.
Horford showing you what concentration and strength can do. That contact phased him hardly at all.
Driving inside.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
Down low. It's tipped. Tatum with it. And Drummond picks him up defensively. Here's Richardson. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Canner, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this time. Man.
Yes, it's good. He's got 31.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
Back to Pritchard. Pass to Richardson. Just 4 to shoot. Looking to end this cold spell. It doesn't go for him. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
I love it. Nice activity defensively. Getting.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Hey, give them credit also for the number of layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the bucket.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, Tobias Harris is a great scorer, and he's had multiple NBA stops, and I think you just have to simply say this guy has always been wanted.
On the floor for Boston, Tatum at 4, while Williams patrols the middle. Filling out the wings, it's Smart and Brown, and it's Pritchard in at point guard. It's Smart on the wing. Green covering. Here's the teardrop. Pritchard gets it to go. And this game is tied up now.
How about that wonderful floater he has? Showing off an exquisite touch.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Oh, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Schroeder, he's checked in for Pritchard. Simmons, the pass to Green. Oh, there's the alley. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
Green against Brown. Pass to Williams. Oh, Harris with the block. Williams' shot is good. Philadelphia's gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. Here's Simmons. Here's the great one. Defended by Smart. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Smart. Tatum against Harris from 12 feet. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Sixers leading to the left side wing. Inside. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Pass to Smart to take the lead. The rebound by Simmons. Simmons has got 5 rebounds in the game. Green screen, finds Harris. Here's the great one. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Tatum with a steal. Pass to Williams. Out to Schroeder. Outside, Brown. They grab their own miss. Williams. And he sinks it. And tie game. Huge basket right there. Here's the great one. Williams defending. Yes!
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Boston calls time here. They trail by 2. 36 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
And there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
Now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, the head coach of the Celtics had some instruction for his guys during the break. He told his players not to worry about the score. He believes in their talent, and he believes they'll be the stronger team down the stretch. Now, they've just got to go out and prove it. Guys.
Allie, thank you. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. There's 14 seconds left in the game. All right, guys, what's your take?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Now here's Brown. Over Harris. Missed it.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
So it's the 76ers taking the W in a close one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
And my tell me we gon' like it's 03. Pull up to the spotlight. Yeah, I mean, all up in the spotlight. Yeah, I mean, never got a ring though. Yeah, I mean, still Hall of Fame though. Yeah, I mean, you gotta respect that. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gotta stress that. Yeah, I mean, you talking about a list that I'm looking top 3. Give a about a league. Ain't nobody like me. Ain't nobody like. I'm a franchise like a Houston Rocket. Remember used to pull a game.
Relentless T-Wolves defense and creative scoring would guide them to the finals for the second straight year.
So the T-Wolves, last year's reigning tip-off champions, trying to defend the title.
In the finals, the T-Wolves gaming squad and 76ers gaming had a hotly contested series. Game 1 was a back-and-forth battle to the wire, with Dre hitting a big ISO jumper to go up 66-65.
Tough shot. Oh, baby!
Bear to Beast answered back with a big 3.
Tony Green's it.
And after a clutch Slaughter block, Bear would nail another to go up 71-68. And the 76ers could not answer.
And this game's over. Game one's going to go to the T-Wolves. Won at such a great time.
T-Wolves Gaming carried that momentum from Game 1 to a second victory and became back-to-back 2K League Tip-Off Tournament champions.
I'm Marcus Tucker, PA voice of the Memphis Grizzlies. Stepping out of the arena to voice your top plays of the week. Show me what you've been digging into. First play from Sticks TTG in the red. Driving in, throwing it down like a true Grizzly. Defense couldn't bear it. For defenders, zero success. Next stop, clutch time with all the president. Opponent pauses with 0.8 on the clock, thinking it's all over. But remember the name of the game. Michael Jordan does. Boom! Game winner. At the buzzer for real this time. Third choice is Fame Cargo 862. Playing 2-on-2. Doesn't want to go down more than 5. Steals the ball back. And posterize both defenders with zero gravity. All right, Chombrowski wraps up top plays today. Running from half court with the confidence to throw a self-lob through 3 defenders. Nobody wanted that smoke. Which play was your favorite? Vote now for your top play of the week. And remember that you can be on 2KTV by submitting your best plays using the hashtag 2KTVWow. I'll be back next week for more top plays action. Until then, see you inside your next Grizzlies game in 2K22.
The WNBA season kicks off on May 6th, so make sure to join us here at 4 p.m. Pacific, where we will be celebrating the start of the season in 2K style.
We're also working on another very special segment for next week. It's the latest in our series, My 2K Life. Tune in to see which community member is featured.
And until then, as always, enjoy the game.
It's time to introduce the starting five for your Milwaukee Bucks. At forward, 6'8", number 13, Jordan Nwora. In the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 9. Head guy, 6'4", wearing 0, Dante DiVincenzo. Head guard, 6'3", number 21, Drew Holiday. Head forward, 6'11", number 34. The Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hi, everyone. And thank you for a lot of depth in there, David. Thank you for that. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Ben Simmons is out there with the great one, and it's Green in at the small forward position. And for Milwaukee, at the guard position, Holiday and DiVincenzo. Giannis and Portis, the lengthy post pair for him. And it's Nwora in at the 3. And it's denied. Outside Holiday. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
Drives to the hoop, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Holiday against Simmons. And Holiday, here we go. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort, and Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one, limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Finished off the break. Giannis has got his second basket.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
And that's something that seems to get overlooked with Giannis. How gifted a pass. He is for a player of his size.
Well, the other thing, GA, that's awesome is that as he's going along here, you can see moments where the game is literally slowing down for him. So you take a guy who's won most valuable player awards, and now the game's getting slower. Man, that's some dangerous stuff. They're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And the shot goes in. The Great One's got 6 points.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, right now, Drew Holiday has the defense in the sandbox, just toying with them.
Here's the Great One. Defended by DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. And the double up Antetokounmpo to the left side wing. Dwora, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good on the three-point shot. It's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not one to leave open.
And the 76ers call time here. Now the efficiency of Giannis, Brent, is simply out of this world.
Well, I think the amazing part, Kevin, is that he's still trying to expand his game, and yet he's continued with that efficiency. I mean, an MVP being able to do something like that, that's special.
in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. In the corner, it's Harris. High post, Embiid. Lock at 6. The pass to the great one. Driving the lane. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. To the inside. And to Kumbo. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Here's the great one, defended by DiVincenzo. No good from the great one. Bucks leading by 6. Down low, here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's the great one. He has 7. Oh! Yeah. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Here's the great one, defended by DiVincenzo. And he drives in, and he jams it with authority.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Lots of room. The shot missing. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston. Looking to keep. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence. And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
Both teams making some changes here. To the middle. That's good from Allen on the assist by Holiday.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The great one, and Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in.
Milton.
Simmons passes to Thibault. Drummond trying to get himself free.
But beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
Both teams making substitutions here. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Here's the great one. He's got 11. 5 on the clock. And it's blocked.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
So with Holiday sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Allen. And it's Nora in at the power forward. Here's the great one. Oh, goodness. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Celtics was outstanding. He added 33 points, and it seemed like every shot he put up was going in. That's how dialed in he was. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
The three for DiVincenzo. Korkmaz grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's the great one. Good, nice job down low. The great one's got 15.
Now all the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, have got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he gets it to go. And it's a 10-point Bucks lead. Here's Hill. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Philadelphia calls time here. And watching former Villanova star Dante DiVincenzo, he plays with such energy.
I think Coach Budenholzer did a really good job with Dante in telling him the way that you're going to get on the floor is to be active on defense. And once you do that and you start earning minutes, the offense will come. And that's how Dante has gained this kind of confidence.
Then for the 76ers, Embiid comes in for Andre Drummond. And it's Green and for Korkmaz. 1:11 left in the first half of the game. Offensive rebound. And good that time.
Energy points from Embiid. Takes up lots of space at 7 feet 280 and just dominates the boards on both ends.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 7. some solid defense from Harris.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Hill, no good. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Nwora, the pass to Portis. Bucks passing it around. DiVincenzo against Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
The Bucks shoot their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well. Just about 75% from the line.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Simmons checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Hill, and he makes both free throws. The 76ers trail by 10. It's stolen by Jones. And it's Holiday at the elbow. And Holiday throws it down.
How about Drew rising up, getting to the rim? Love the power on that dunk, too.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
So it's Milwaukee. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be right back after this. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, the great one displaying his skills today.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers. Front court filled in by Green at 3 and Harris at the 4. Great one out there with Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the center position.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
To the paint, here's DiVincenzo. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game.
And Holiday just does so much on the floor, but for me, defense is his #1 attribute. He's arguably the best perimeter defender in the league.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, with the addition of Jrue Holiday, this Bucks team has gotten even better. Giannis Antetokounmpo said, "We've got a lot of talent and great players. I really believe in this group. As long as we stay healthy, we'll find a way to compete every night and give ourselves a chance." Guys?
David, they're stacked, that's for sure. Thanks. Holiday, an elite defender, Greg, as you said, makes life difficult for opposing guards.
And he does a great job of playing D with his feet. Comes up with some blocks and steals each game as well. Never gets lost on a play.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Now Giannis. 8 points for him. Goes back up, and the layup is up and in. Giannis has got 10 points.
Great instincts by Giannis. Superb timing, and then he pounced on top of that miss.
Here's the great one. 15 points in the game. They could use a bucket, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Yep, that one goes. 10 points for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's the great. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
It looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's the great one. Embiid trying to break loose.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo. That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Inside, and slam dunk by Allen.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Here's the great one, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo, and the foul called on the great one. That's foul number 2 for him. Shemi Ojeleye is checked in for Portland. Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Allen surveying the D. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Takes the turnaround J. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's the great one. 21 points in the game.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Now here's Simmons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
Bucks leading by 15. A minute 20 left in the third. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Pass to the great one. Back to Simmons. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again, maybe this season.
To the right side. Out to Harris. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Moran, the pass to Holiday. Nobody near Allen. Oh, good with the triple. The 76ers trailed by 19. Pass to Simmons. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's the great one. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond is so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense.
Changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for Semi Ojeleye. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. The great one comes in for Shake Milton. At the guard positions, Holiday and DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo is out there with Jones. And it's Bassey in at center. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The 76ers trail by 21. Here's the great one, and he dumps it down.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo kicks to Jones. DiVincenzo passes to Jones. On the wing, Giannis. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Here's the great one. That was incredible.
What is it you say, Kev? Up high and down hard.
Oh, exactly, GA. You've got to say it emphatically. He was soaring up high, down hard.
That's what the fans, they want to see it. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Here's the great one. Defended by DiVincenzo. Tipped away. And stolen by DiVincenzo. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth. The layup missed. The 76ers trailed by 19. Here's the great one. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Holiday looking for an opening. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Shoots from 14. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Bucks leading by 19.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Milwaukee.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for Milwaukee, Dante DiVincenzo. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Some changes for Philadelphia. George Niang, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Shake Milton comes in for Green. And it's Hill in for Maxey. Good on the second free throw. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the great one. Into the lane. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
There's the pass to Hood. He kicks it to Green. Pass to Portis. No good that time. Good D by Embiid. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. It's an 18-point game. Count that bucket. And now that's 35 points for the great one.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Crack the defense when the beat hits. It's the return of the sweet kicks. The rim eats bricks. You out your mind if you ain't tuned in. My grind is zoomed in. Came through the metro booming. Know that he gon' flush it, so you better move it. Your roster healed up. The mind is built up. Hated to love it. I'm too rugged. I guess I'm a walking bucket. Made it happen in the bubble befuddle. But now we land free. Going home to where the fans meet. The finals with my plan seat. It's the return. We going home. It's what you've been missing. Hoop season begins.
Season 6 rolls on, and in Zero Gravity, there are lots of fun events coming up. This weekend, aboard the Concha Del Mar, if you want double XP, the Wreck is the place to be. And in the city, it's the Chips Ahoy weekend bonus, where you'll have a shot at winning 1 million VC. Next weekend, on the cruise ship, make your way to the Deck Party. All games played on decks 15 and 16 will earn double XP. Meanwhile, the city hosts the Kia Challenge. Complete all the challenges and earn prizes. Prizes like 10,000 VC, free skill boosts, and exclusive My Player items. That's it for me. I'll see you on the courts.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. thanks for joining us for the NBA Rising Stars Challenge. Get ready for some thrilling end-to-end action as the best first and second-year players in the NBA do battle on the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And Kevin, you talked about some thrills being in store for us tonight. These young guys are all capable of making a spectacular play at any given time. And I got a feeling we'll see plenty of them here tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, without question. I mean, if this game has taught us anything over the last few years, over the years in general, it's there isn't a highlight reel big enough to capture all of the incredible high-flying action.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. They've got Achua, and it's Deck in at the 4 spot.
We've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Here's Ball, following the bucket by Team World. Passes to Halliburton. Mobley kicks to Bay. Shot clock at 6. Halliburton passes to Wiseman. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Kuminga. And finished off by Kuminga.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
It certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks. And that one certainly qualifies.
Now, here's Ball. The pass to Bay, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Here's Deck.
Substitution
swap here for Team World.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Primo.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Azubuike against Murphy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Pokusevski can't hit. Bay with it.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Passing, no good. You brought the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
USA shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from the great one. Team World trails by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Massey, the pass to Melodon. 6 to shoot. Pass to Primo. Lets it go from deep. Tillman grabs the miss.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
The first 2 minutes.
Here's the great one, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Through the legs, you can see the flash bulbs popping on that one.
That's stuff that's usually reserved for All-Star Weekend.
Well, I tell you what, you can't have no shame in your game if you're going to try one like that.
And for a guy who hasn't been able to get a ton of minutes this season, great that he's had a chance to show off his skill set here tonight.
And he does have some skills to show off. I mean, his opportunity for more playing time is going to come soon enough. He just has to stay patient.
So it's USA now, following the bucket by Team World. The great one passes to Tillman. And out of bounds as Team World gains possession. .116 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Pokusevski. Kept alive. Here's Azubuike. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And now just a 2-point USA lead. The pass to the great one. The dish to Murphy. Out to the wing. Here's the great one. 6 points for him. Down low. Here's Azubuike. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Here's the great one, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Here's Primo. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Pokusevski. Here's Primo. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's the great one. LaMelo Ball getting it done for USA. He notched 8 points in the quarter. He has that terrific basket. And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
So Team World's 5 right now. They've got Melodon, and it.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
We're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Pass to Bassi. Here's Pokusevski. And here is Melodon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Offensive rebound. Bassi, the pass to Pokusevski. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Personal foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out this.
Into the lineup for Team World.
Here's Bassi. Here's Primo. Offensive rebound. Azubuike. That's it, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Here's the great one. It's stolen. To the inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Suggs. Pokusevski grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The shot by Primo, no good. Scooped up. Here's Bassett. That one falls.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line. They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
There's 1:17 left to play in the first half. Passes it to Tillman. And the pass to the great one. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it. Five from 18. He can't get that one to fall.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And it's out of bounds. Team World will retain possession. Here's Bassey. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Pokusevski. And he makes good on the layup. Pokusevski's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's the great one.
Watch out now.
I tell you what, a lot of shimmying and rim wrapping going on in this one tonight, guys.
These guys are spending more time in the air than they are on the ground, that's for sure. He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
From deep three-point range, LaMelo Ball getting it done for USA. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right, and the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
Mobley is out there with Bay. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Wiseman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And it's Halliburton missing. Team World trails by 3. Here's Giddey.
Substitution.
Completely new group for USA.
On the court.
Azubuike the pass to Pokusevski. Here's Bassett. Pass to Primo. Out of bounds. It'll be USA's ball.
USA ball.
USA leading by 6. Suggs kicks to Stewart. Here's the great one. 14 points for him.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Between the legs.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Now here's Maledon. He's guarded closely. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Primo. Team World with another miss.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And Stewart gets it to go.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet. But this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
Pass to Bassey. Here's Azubuike. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. USA leading by 12. Here's the great one. Rebound by Azubuike. Azubuike's got 4 rebounds in this game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They get it back. Maledon passes to Bassey. To the middle. Second chance shot. And he recovers it.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys. If you allow them to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Passes it to the great one. Takes it. Oh, goodness. Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
What a punch.
Team World trails by 12. Over to the wing. Here's Primo. It's hauled in by USA. Murphy's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
And he has come on really strong this season. Some of his performances in the first half have been terrific.
And it wasn't something that very many people saw coming, Greg. He's proven himself in a big way. I think there are great things ahead for this guy.
Bays checked in for USA. Right wing. Good ball movement here by Team World. Azubuike the pass to Maledon. Misses from short range.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Now the pass to Suggs. Here's the great one. He's covered by Azubuike. Here's the great one. Jacks up a 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. USA ahead. They lead by 14. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
So, Team World's 5 right now. We've got Kuminga, and it's Pokusevski in at the 3 slot. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the great one. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And USA with some changes.
Into the lineup for Team World.
.116 left to play in the final quarter. Here we go. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Pass to Pokusevski. Pass to Maledon. Passes it to Pokusevski. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Team World with a fresh shot clock. Here's Deck. And finally they hit one.
Just a late reaction there from the defense. He is always going to finish that one.
The USA calls time here. They're ahead by 14. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
So much great young talent on the floor, but he stole the show with the display he put on. 32 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Now, here's Suggs. From deep. They get it back.
always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
20 seconds left in the game. Paladon passes to Primo. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the great one, driving in.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
The free throw off from the great one. And here is Maladon. So USA wins it.
You can't say enough about how well all these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture of just how many talented up-and-comers we have here in the NBA.
Greg, no doubt there are some future greats among the players we saw here tonight, and we're pleased to have brought you all the action. So now for Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying good night, everyone.
Llegó la hora que llegue con un golpe. Tengo whatever cuando quiero lo que se antoje. Quiero dinero para que los haters se enojen. Soy de San José como los tigres del norte. Traigo tanta feria que la bolsa se me rompe. I bet I could pull a little rapper out of Cloud9. Make a diss record with a free translation. You see me, bet your knees be shaking. That's why I'm on the throne and the seat's amazing. Tengo mucho flow, dicen Snow that's crazy. Yo les digo claro, pero tengo un baby. Así que en inglés o español es lo mismo en los dos, hasta enseña. Pay me, cause ya llegó la mexicana, la mera la nena que todos pensaban nada was ever gonna happen and they wanted to fall off, but tada, pop back up, esto no se acaba. Vengo con cholos en un empada, bicho, me que piñata. Should've known better, I'm a michoacana. La reina es el reino, Beatriz Adriana. Yo represento la comunidad que está cansada de raperos que no saben rapear, que solamente con sus joyas es que saben brillar, que no tienen estrella propia, solo saben copiar. Con su dinero de papá, que con su bla bla bla, siempre. Y raperas que me conocen me están tirando sal, pero Visa dijo que le meta, so I'm. I got good and plenty, I know couldn't get me, I'm acting a fool if any wanna catch this fade. Súbele a mí que yo soy la dura que te yo.
Welcome to a new episode of NBA 2K TV.
We're starting this week off with some interactive questions. You ready?
And all questions this week and that VC that comes along with the right answers are brought to you by Chips Ahoy here for Happy. Okay, since we're in the NBA playoff season, let's get started with some NBA Chips history. Which franchise won 8 consecutive NBA championships?
Was it the Golden State Warriors, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Boston Celtics, or the New York Knicks? 8 in a row. That's almost unfathomable.
If you got it correct, you're happy, right? Free VC.
Free VC. If you know the answer, 8 in a row is quite an accomplishment. And if you guessed the Boston Celtics, you just earned yourself some VC. Bill Russell and his Celtics were a force back in the day.
How much did it hurt you to say that, Chris?
You know, I'm a basketball historian, so I respect it. It doesn't hurt me too bad.
A basketball historian, is that what we're calling you these days?
Yes, official title now.
Next up, you could say the NBA Sportsmanship Award honors the player that's here for Happy. So, who won the NBA Sportsmanship Award for the 2020-21 season?
Was it Drew Holiday, Chris Paul, Jimmy Butler, or Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I think this player is very underrated, and here's a hint. They also won the championship that same year.
Always good to get that chip.
Chip, get it? Team 2K TV has been answering the challenge, competing in every single event in Season 6, Zero Gravity, and with 3 wins from the first weekend, and after last weekend, 7 events covered. We've got Team 2K TV in the house to tell us how they're doing. We've got Chris, Danny, Rodney, and the voice of events, Brian.
Yes, Alexis, I am happy to report that Team 2K TV is not only picking up wins in Concha Del Mar, but we're also getting those dubs in the city. Brian, how did last weekend go?
Well, Chris, the NBA Playoffs Have Landed event could not have gone any better for Team 2K TV. We played 3 games, won all 3 of them in our NBA playoffs here, and it was just some beautiful basketball being played. Games 1 and 2, I think the theme would be 2 words: ball movement. Whether it was screens, cuts, threes, dunks, we were beating our opponents left and right. And in the spirit of ball movement, just look at how games 1 and 2 ended. Game 1 was a pick and roll, and Danny assisted me for the game-winning dunk. And then game 2, our signature Team 2K TV play, a backdoor pass from me to Danny to win the game. Game 3 was the Danny game. He had all 22 points for us. He was 8 of 9 from the field, including 6 of 7 from three-point land. And Chris, you and I at some point just realized that he's cooking and we just got to let him cook. So that's what we did.
Yep, just feed the hot hand, right? I mean, without our assists, he would have never got the 22 points, but I'm glad that we gave him perfect passes to hit that mark. That was amazing by Brian and I to set him up like that.
Couldn't have done it without you guys.
Welcome to All-Star Action, everyone. Kevin Harlan, happy to be here with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's time for the dunk contest. The NBA's most amazing athletes and slam dunk artists are about to put on a show you'll always remember.
Man, we've got so many great players in the dunk contest this year. Every one of them is capable of something special.
Yeah, and the dunks these guys perform in-game are incredible enough, guys. But I can't wait to see what they break out when they've actually had some time to choreograph and rehearse some of these dunks.
So we'll see John Morant. This is when the anticipation, Clark, is at its very highest. He's got a chance right in front of him now to get this building rocking.
Yeah, you know, it's not always easy, though, Kevin, to be the opening act, to be the pioneer, the first one. The juices aren't really flowing yet, but you're still expected to bring something special right out of the chute. That can be hard.
Yeah, leadoff batter is not the easiest thing to do.
But it's important, though, to set the tone with a statement here to get this thing going, because that's really going to allow people to envision you potentially as a winner.
Check this out. Check this out. Oh, that was bad. Go up and under. Look at that. Tremendous body. Now that just looks sweet. Yeah. If I was grading that, that was up and under. So that was like a little bit of a roller coaster move. He threw it to himself. He got it. And then went up and under. I like that was nice.
You know, I can never figure out how these guys never lose sight of the feel of the rim. Because you can't be watching the rim.
No, you got to know where you are.
Yeah, that's a skill unto itself.
Yeah, no question.
Second to the stage, looking to make an impression with his first dunk. Again, anytime your back is to the basket, I think it's worth the points.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yep.
Oh, the no-look.
Off the backboard.
Behind his head.
Flying in. Back to the basket. Actually, it was more like a side windmill off the board.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, now that we look at it again, you're right. And so we'll see the great one. So far, some solid dunks, Clark. Nothing, though, that's... Oh, he drew iron that time, Clark.
Yep, not nice, no dice.
You know, and the scores will not be pretty with that one.
Adding cleanup, he's looking to close out the first round of dunks with a bang. And so here we go. Oh, that was a pretty play. Look at that.
How can he and then took it down below the waist.
How does he control the ball like that?
Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, he's going to have a strong set of mitts.
Hines has got the slide edge after round one with the first dunks in the books.
You know, you can't be comfortable with this lead, though, Kevin, if you're him.
So we'll see John Morant and our first dunker back up again. Oh, that was nice, too, now.
He's going around his legs, front under his legs, and the 360.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun, though. He had a little half 360 in there.
But again,
so it was around the leg and 360.
But low, you're getting low and then uncoiling.
Yeah, that's the word. Uncoiling.
Cobra.
The uncoiling throwdown.
That was good. Here he goes again now.
Oh, that was pretty nice. Just didn't have the power, though. He could have gotten up on top of this ball and threw it, and then went underneath the goal while he was doing a little pirouette.
A little 360 double clutch.
That's still pretty nasty, though.
Sure it is.
But it wasn't clean. It was like dirty snow. It doesn't have the same beauty.
And so we'll see the great one. And it's the second dunk for him, the third dunker in the rotation.
Back iron. Yeah. It's
the ball.
Yeah.
Were you wondering?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Back around to our fourth contestant, getting set for his second dunk.
Nice 360. Pass was thrown from behind the backboard, over the backboard. Yeah. Well thrown.
Great pass.
And then you got the catch in the 360.
Simons has got a battle here with three guys not giving up any ground, Clark, after the first two rounds.
Time to reach back for that one dunk you've been saving up to separate you from the pack. Now is the time to unleash.
Yeah, and we're still waiting to see that one signature move that's going to define this year's contest.
So we'll see John Morant. He's in position right now to win it here. I think with the first-rate dunk, he could just close this baby up.
Well, he's leading the pack right now, and that's exactly where he wants to be.
Yeah, but, he's the type of guy that wants to make a statement every time he steps on this court. I'm expecting nothing less on this attempt. He really cranked that one.
Double clutch, yeah. Took it down off the catch and then got it below his knees. I like that. Good elevation, timing, and then, he threw it down with major thrust, too. I don't hear you saying anything, Kevin. What's your take?
Well, I had to watch it about 2 or 3 times right there, and I guess again...
You're not impressed.
It's okay.
Yes, you're not impressed.
Yeah, it's okay. He did nothing with the legs. I think when you're dipping and doodling, I think sometimes when all that's going on, you're doing this acrobatic thing in the air. But I would say, when he rotates that baby around a couple times, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But, we've seen it. And they're done that. Third go-around, second in the order.
Now he's getting ready to launch. And
I'm anxious to see what he comes up with here. That is a good one. Yeah. This has something to it.
It does. It has some choreography.
Yes, good word.
Yeah, choreography. Throws and chases it, and then takes it in one hand, up and under the rim. Beautifully done.
Now that's a good one.
That was sweet.
That is a horse that we can ride
all day long.
I agree. And so we'll see the great one. And the second to last dunker of the night, looking to finish strong. What he's got going on here, Clark? Oh
off bounds.
Just couldn't come through with it. Just couldn't execute.
Bad bounce, and then he just said, you know what, this is going no place.
Yep.
He's got the honors of being the final dunker of the... And we get another now. Oh, boy.
Around the legs, Kevin.
Oh, and a strong finish.
Start with the left, takes the round into the right, around his legs while here.
And what a fantastic display of high-flying dunking creativity and athleticism. That's what our new dunk champion showed us here tonight.
And the dunk contest is always special, but this year was even crazier than we're used to.
Yeah, and there really was a little something extra in the air this year, Clark. These players were in rare form.
And tonight certainly did not disappoint. From the excitement to the energy and, of course, to the jaw-dropping dunks. Now, for Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here on 2K Sports.
When we pull up to the scene, they be filled with jealousy. If a finicky, she gon' bring that phone with a T like. Guess what? All the rich boys wanna on us. I just end up, you could look, don't touch. And I'm back busting bands every time we link up. That my best friend, she a real bad, got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor. She had 2, 3, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend, she a real bad, drive her own car. She don't need no lift in the. No, my girl gon' tip. Now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. Now my best friend. If you need a, I ain't dumb, but she my to the beat. If she.
All right, we're just picking up wins. We're above 500. Your challenge is being completed as well, Alexis.
I don't remember saying that. So if
well.
we have the tape, I would like to see the tape because I don't remember saying, like, let's get above 500.
Okay, editors, roll it.
I don't want 50-50. I don't want anything less. I want winning. More wins than losses. Do you take on this challenge?
We accept.
Did I really say that? I don't honestly remember.
You did.
You did.
I think you're the only one that doesn't remember it, Alexis.
All right. I don't want you guys to get too confident. How'd you guys do on the Concha Del Mar?
I'm not sure why no one wanted to play with me after I made all those shots in the city. So I went on the Concha Del Mar solo. A lot of fun to play with somebody random. You never know what you're going to get, but we had a pretty good 2-player game going. We were able to pick up another win for Team 2K TV. Shout out to ISO Broski. Thanks for playing with me. We didn't talk, but I feel like I've known you my whole life, and hopefully we'll hook up again for another 2v2 session.
ISO Broski getting up in Team 2K TV action. I love it.
You could say he's your other broski from another mother.
Hey, you're not ISO anymore, broski. Right here. You live in here.
Okay, it looks like my coaching is starting to pay off. How'd you do the following weekend?
So the following weekend, we went into vacation days and got 2 wins. The first game, it was Brian, Derek, another team member, and myself. And we took on Luca, Carmelo, and David Robinson. I got to tell you, they were tough to deal with. David Robinson was a beast to deal with in the paint. So we would attack them back with running a pick and roll with ourselves. Brian has a paint beast, so we dish it, and he scored for us. The game was tight throughout, and then finally, Derek slashed into the rim, got the dunk, and we got the victory.
You know, Rodney, one thing I love about the Team 2K TV team is that we have multiple positions.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement. From the coaches to the players, to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
I'll look at the West All-Stars starting group. Luka Doncic out there with Harden. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Davis. And it's LeBron in at the 3, the small forward.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Good work there as it goes.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Now, here's Jokic. Doncic. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Beal, the pass to Embiid. Lets it go with the three. And James pulls it down. And here's the West with the ball. Jokic with it. Pass to Harden. Over Curry. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
The pass to Giannis. Leonard against LeBron. Embiid trying to break loose. Leonard, no luck.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
Leonard against James. And there's the call on Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Doncic with the bucket.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to see it.
Now here's Embiid. And it's Leonard missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. I asked him how hands-on he was planning to be, and he said, not much. He told me it's fun to coach these guys to see what I can generate out of certain matchups, but that's more the exception than the rule. I think I'll be as much of a spectator as anyone. Guys?
Thank you, David. And that one drops.
Just a lovely touch on that little flob from Antetokounmpo. You know, that's a nice little shot to have in your repertoire. This guy is the full and total package.
Typically, a lot of shots go unchallenged in this game every year, especially early on, and that one, no exception.
Outside, Antetokounmpo to the paint. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
LeBron with it. Now defended by Embiid. LeBron passes to Jokic, and there it is for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And he makes that one.
Embiid right there to get the rebound and put it right back up. Excellent anticipation.
And so here are the West All-Stars. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack. Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. So for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Young finds Westbrook. Back to Young. Clock at 6. The kick out to Sabonis. Here's Towns, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
Now here's Durant, 14 feet away. It's rebounded by Towns.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. Seven-second difference. Shot and game clock. Mitchell wide open. No good on the three. And so it's Young who brings it up for the East All-Stars. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. East All-Stars lead by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Week.
Substitution
checked in for the East. The great one comes in for Russell Westbrook. The West also making some changes. Julius Randle comes in for Porzingis, and Georgia subbed in for Levine. Sabonis is out there with Butler. Then there's the great one, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Young in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
Light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And not as many turnovers as
oh, watch out below. Come on now, throw it down.
And that's the kind of dunk this game is made for.
Tatum looking around. Pass to George. Here's Mitchell. There's the 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Mitchell's got the lead up to 5 now for the West All-Stars. Passes it to the great one. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter, and the foul called on the great one. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. East with some changes. Leonard comes in for Jimmy Butler, and Curry subbed in for Trae Young. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for Randall. Anthony Davis comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Mitchell.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
Leonard on the wing, defended by George. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on James Harden.
2 shots.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as
much. Here's the great one. Shot clock at 6. He takes it in. It's rebounded by the West. Outside, George. On the wing, Harden. Here's the teardrop. He lays it in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here are the East All-Stars, trailing by 10. Curry dishes to Gobert. The pass to the great one. Pass to Antetokounmpo. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And with Giannis, a little power goes a long way, getting him past the contact and to a shot.
And they double up Doncic. Here's Jokic. Gobert with the defensive effort. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the East All-Stars. 8-point game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Shooting 2.
That's good from the great one. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Gobert. And West also making a switch. James is checked in. And here is Doncic. Inside, Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Doesn't take a lot for AD to get to the rim. With his length, he can throw it down easily.
Giannis passes to the great one. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And Embiid pulls it down. Here are the East All-Stars. Here's the great one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the West All-Stars.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And the East All-Stars. Making a change here. Beal's checked in. Then for the West All-Stars, Porzingis is checked in for Jokic. And Levine subbed in for James Harden. Back to Doncic. Takes the three. That shot, no good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but get it!
That's not what I was expecting.
Me either. I don't think anybody was. Even he didn't know what he was going to pull off on that one. Spectacular.
Takes creativity and spontaneity. The ability to make it up on the fly, that's special.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Outside, Davis. 1 second left, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Hey, when Giannis is lurking nearby, you got to be careful because his wingspan can erase a lot of shots.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the West All-Stars. They're up by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit.
So a close game sees the West All-Stars taking this one.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
Too much, I think now we lost our touch. You ain't the same person that I know. Under the cover of night, nothing but darkness till daylight. Under the cover of night, nothing but darkness till daylight. Hope you know that you were crossing the line. You got me so I can unwind. Screaming for help, I might wind up in for the night. Yeah. Problems, you only give me problems. I'm sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. Problems, you only give me problems. Sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. When you said that, hope you know that you were crossing the line. You got me so I can unwind. Screaming for help, I might wind up in for the night. Yeah. Problems, you only give me problems. I'm sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. Problems, you only give me problems. Sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. I need a big, 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 big check that I can see. Big whips, big cribs, big everything on me. Big mad cause they tryna do everything I did. I done played big dudes, now I'm making big moves. And now that's a big mood, had to step in big shoes.
coming with a big, make it. Wait, ay, just like that. I like everything big, little fall back. His face, and I like a laundromat. At first they wasn't answering, but now they calling back. But I get it, I've been too committed, I done got it lit. I like honeys and I like them blue, like I'm but it's red up under my shoes. You know what these is? Paid the fees when I pay my dues. Let's see the biz. Big bank, big cake, I'm a straight. Now I'm doing everything I know your can't. Yeah, I'm little, my potential 6A. And you know I'm tryna get paid, so I need a big, 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 big